to Deep Stories. I want to tell you a story today. It's called Having a True Friend. What are true friends really about? So it's a story about a rich man who was an honorable man. He was a kind man. He was a God-fearing man. And he had a son after being married for 20 years. It was the only son he had with his wife. It took them a long time. And obviously this kid became very spoiled in a way because they loved him so much. He was an only son. And he was wasting his father's wealth. And his father would try to talk to him and to rebuke him and to wake him up and give him discipline that he shouldn't go in these silly ways that he's going in. He shouldn't become friends with bad friends. And he would read a Mishnah, a Torah teaching in front of him. Rabban Gamliel, the son of Rabbi Yehuda, the prince, said, "Be very careful with government and with your friends and high position people, that they only become friendly with you for their own purposes, for their own selfish desires and needs. They seem to be your friends when it's beneficial to them, but they won't be there for you when it's a stressful time for you and you actually need them." And he would always say this saying to him, but all of the things he said to his son did not help. The son was going in his silly, bad paths and his bad deeds. And he kept on becoming friends with bad people, bad influences, and wasting money on them, spending money on them, partying and doing silly things. So one time the son says to the father that he wants to be good with people and to have a lot of friends and people that will stand up for him. The father says to the son, "You should know that these people that are coming to you and eating and drinking and going on trips with you and you're spending time with them, with the vanities of this world, these are not your true friends and they're not going to stand up for you when you need them to stand up for you. Only really God-fearing people and good people and people that are spiritual and work on themselves, they will be your true friends and your true beloved friends. And if you want to see, I will show you in actuality that it's so." And the son asks his father, "How could you prove this to me?" So the father says to the son, "Tell me, how many friends you have?" The son says, "I have about 60 friends." The father says, "I'm an old man and I'm 80 years old and I have not married. I have about half a friend. And you are so young and you already have 60 friends? How did you make so many friends in such a short time? It doesn't make sense. And on this night, let's test it. Let's see how many true friends you have, if they're your true beloved friends, or they're just doing it because you give them benefit and they have fun with you." So on that night, what did the father do? He takes a lamb. He slaughtered the lamb. He took off the skin of the lamb. He made the son dirty. And he put the body of the lamb in a bag. And he sprinkled some more of the blood on the clothing of the son. And he gave the son a knife. He tells him, "Now I want you to run to the house of your friend, your best friend. Show yourself, appear to him that as if you're scared. Tell him something crazy happened. I don't know what to do. Please hide me in your house before the police catch me. And let's see what your friend tells you." So the son says, "Okay, I'll do like you're saying." Goes to his friend's house. He knocks on the door. The friend opens the door. He sees the son nervous and a knife in his hand and his clothes are extremely dirty with blood. And he sees a bag which is dripping with blood. And he says, "What is it?" He says, "For God's sake, open me the door fast. I need to hide in your house before the police come. Something happened to me that never happened. I was walking on the way. A man was chasing me and he had a knife in his hand. And I overcame him and I grabbed the knife and I had to kill him. I had no choice because he was trying to kill me. I literally cut off his head so they shouldn't know who he is. And I've run to here because I'm afraid. I don't want the police to catch me. I don't want my father to know what's going on. Please, I need to hide in your house. Let's see what will happen tomorrow." So the friend says to him, "My friend, just like you're afraid of the government and the police, I'm also afraid of them. I don't want you to make trouble for me. And I'm begging you, get out of here." He slammed the door in his face and he left him on the street. So the son sees that it's like that. He was upset. He thought it's his best friend. He goes to his second best friend. He does the same thing. And the second friend answers him the same as the first. He goes to his third best friend. He didn't even get to say any words. And the guy slams the door in his face. And he sees that his father is somewhat correct. He comes to his dad. He says, "You're right. This is what happened." His father says, "Now I want you to go to the guy that I said he's half my friend because I'm only with him some of the time. And I want you to tell him exactly what you told your friends. Let's see what he says to you." He goes to the half friend of his father, tells him what happened, and the friend, half friend, says to him, come into my house, don't scream, relax. He takes the bag from him, takes the knife, he hides them, he gives him hot water to wash his body, and he gives him clean clothing to wear. He takes him to one of the rooms. He says, my son, what did you do? This is not nice behavior. What's going on with you? You're the son of a tzaddik, of a righteous man. You could bring trouble for your dad. And you told me the story. Don't tell anyone else what happened, because you're going to be in trouble from this. You sleep here tonight, and tomorrow Hashem will have mercy. Pray to God that nothing bad should happen to our nation from this, to you from this. And you should really try to behave in a better way. And you shouldn't be hanging out at night, running around and who knows where, that these situations can happen to you. You should be learning Torah. And he was being friendly to him. He was taking care of him. And so the son rested for about an hour. He says, listen, I want to go to my dad's house. And he says, I don't want you to go anywhere, because maybe they're looking for you and they're looking for the murderer. He says, I need to see my dad. I don't want to be without my dad anymore. And he sees the half friend of the father. He sees, he says, go, but I'm going to go with you. I'm not going to let you go alone. They come to the father, and from then on, the son realized that you don't really make friends just by eating and drinking and partying. Those are not your real friends. Your true friends are those that you ascend spiritual heights with, and that help you grow, and that really love you. And he changed, and he became a better man. God bless us all, that we should really be on the right path and doing good things.